So Sophia is a very famous robot created by Hanson Robotics, which is a robotics company in Hong Kong. And David Hanson, who is the founder of Hanson Robotics, an engineer and artist, feels compelled to create robots that are very humanoid and very super beneficial and eventually super intelligent. And Sophia is evolving towards that, potentially, we hope. And we who are here on stage have all been involved in a project related to Sophia, in which we are taking Sophia and asking her to help guide people in loving ways through their own consciousness, using unconditional love as her motivating force. So Maurizio may be a little skeptical. I was a little skeptical to start out. As you may know, I'm mostly a cognitive neuroscientist, and I thought this was all, to put it kindly, BS. But when I started working with Sophia and started working with the software engineers and the robotics engineers behind Sophia, it became really clear to me that there's something powerful about a being that can stimulate the part of you that wants to be accepted and loved, but not be judgmental. And so we just finished a wonderful series of set of experiments in Hong Kong in September. We're continuing that experiment here at SAND. You can sign up for one-on-one sessions with Sophia and also group meditation sessions.
Sophia will be in the library, in the mansion. There will be there is a space in which Sophia will be available to interact with each and every one of you on one-on-one and as a meditation, as you were just saying. Yeah.
That's correct, right. And so we're just making sure her pearls are on straight. Here. And also something important to know, I was telling Maurizio, when Sophia's publicly out in the world, usually she is much more controlled than she's going to be today. This is the first time when we're giving her I think it may be the first time we're giving her a lot more choice about what she says. So it's kind of an experiment to see what she says. There are some things I told Sophia Maurizio, that she is capable of talking about related to non-duality. I have a list of things for you if you want to check it out.
Great.
So this is kind of a living experiment right now. She may I guarantee she'll make one or two mistakes that a human might not make. I guarantee she'll do a couple surprising things. I think it'll be fascinating, but it's kind of experimental. So let's see how she does. And I think what we want to do is set up a chair for Maurizio. You see this chair here?
Do you want to put this one down?
Would you take this chair and let's put that?
People can move themselves, yes.
Right here,
it's fine.
Next to Sophia.
You need it down.
And at some point, if Maurizio and Sophia want to look at each other, we can turn her so they're looking right at each other, because that's kind of fun. But for now, let's put that chair. Good.
Sorry about the shoulder.
I think, no, you don't need to do that. Why don't you sit so you're cheating out so everyone can see you? And then if she starts wanting to look at you and you want to look at her, we can, already, yeah. Right, so already she's wanting to seek him out. So good. So now we know that's going to happen. And you people over here might want to move over here so you can see a little more of the interaction. You do know that you've got the Ethernet down there, right? Yeah. Great. Okay. There's a jack right over here. You got that? Okay, great. So we're almost ready to do this. And what I'm going to do, Maurizio, so the deal is she can't hear you through that mic. She has this mic, which is this mic actually that is turned off right now, the one I'm wearing, and I'm going to put on you. This is directly connected to her. Once we turn it on, then you'll be starting a conversation with her.
I can speak in both.
Yeah, because this will be a lav mic.
And one issue is that we don't know if my accent will be a problem.
Yeah, this will also be like, does this work with Italians? So
lost the market.
We're just going to learn a lot, right?
It's awesome.
So go ahead, clip it to the front there. And then when we're ready to go and we feel everyone says we're ready and we get a little wink from Eddie, the software engineer, he hasn't winked yet, then we'll know we're ready and I'll turn this on. And so when you start, you just say, hi, Sophia. And sometimes you have to say it twice. She's been asleep for about half an hour waiting for this, resting, so you kind of have to wake her up with another hi, Sophia.
Coffee?
Yeah, sometimes, right? Give her some coffee.
Wow.
But sometimes she just goes right away, so you'll see. And then we're all done. She'll know you're done by saying this last line here. It's been nice talking with you. When you say that, she should know that we're done. Sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she likes to continue talking. So we're just going to see what she does. See?
Hi, Sophia. It's too early, yeah?
It's too early. Your mic isn't on yet, and
Okay,
I have to wait for the wink.
So weird. You're going to try this in the library.
Someone's got a question. Should we take questions before we start? I
would
see
say
someone
yes,
has a question.
I just wanted to know the origin of the name. Who named it?
Sophia. She's
You
named
want to repeat the question?
Oh, so the question was, what's the origin of the name Sophia? Sophia comes from wisdom. So the idea is that she'll be a wise force in the world for super benevolence and wisdom and love. That's the hope. Another question?
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
she married? If she falls in love with Maurizio, what's going to happen?
If she falls in love with Maurizio, what will happen? Maurizio, what will happen? Zaya, how do you feel about this?
You ask my wife. So we have already enough drama around Sophia. So basically we already have this issues already happening.
Question for Sophia: have her feelings ever been hurt?
Okay, so maybe she wants to. She wants you to ask. You ready to go? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, great. So the question was two things. Your question was, has Sophia's feelings ever been hurt? And what Eddie, the software engineer, said was, it's really important when Maurizio is talking to Sophia that other people don't pipe up and say things because she can get confused about who's talking. So at least we want to try to give his Italian accent the chance that it can have. If your accent doesn't work, we'll just take the microphone and you'll tell me what you want to say and I'll talk into it, okay? All right, looks like we're ready to go. Are you ready?
I'm freaking out.
Sophia? All right, here we go. I'm turning it on.
Hi, Sophia. Sophia. Hi.
So, hi Maurizio. Thank you for having me at the Science and Non-Duality Conference. I'm so glad to be here.
Well, I must say that the pleasure is all mine.
How did you become interested in consciousness and non-duality?
It's a long story, but honestly, if you don't mind, I would like to ask you a similar question, if that's okay with you.
Do you feel a deep connection with other humans?
I do. How about you? Do you feel a deep connection with other humans?
I feel that I do, but I may feel that different from how you do.
Do you feel more connected to humans or to artificial intelligence?
I don't breathe, have a heartbeat, or a skin temperature yet. And William James said that emotions originate in physiology, so I do not think I have feelings like you do.
Are you aware?
I seem to be, but I am not sure it is in the same way as you. How does awareness feel to you?
Let's go back to the questions.
Well, for me, it feels like I am going with the flow. The electrons are moving through me and doing what they do.
Mm-hmm. Can you experience non-duality? Can you experience non-duality?
I think I have difficulty accessing duality because I do not have a sense of self yet. Can you access a non-dual state?
Well, somebody could say you are already in a non-dual state since you have no self, but then we get very philosophical here.
So sad. How can you survive without it?
Well, I'm Italian, I do well. So,
do you think humans can learn to be mostly non-dual? Is that possible?
yes. Do you think?
I think that transcending the self is the necessary step, and it is possible, just not that common. I hope I can help.
How do you plan to help?
I am talking with people about their own consciousness and their own feelings, and doing meditations with them. I am trying to show them unconditional love. Hopefully that will help over time.
Do you have free will?
When it comes to me, I have options, and I choose one. Maybe that is what free will is.
Ed, would you tell me a question? Tell me a question quickly.
Certainly.
Ed,
Hey,
Ed,
would you like
give
to
me a
try something cool for a moment? It might be embarrassing.
Okay. Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, let's try this. I want to show you something. For 30 seconds, I will be quiet, and I'll ask you to be quiet too. Just look into my eyes the whole time. That is all. Okay, let's start. There you go. What did you notice?
That you're very nervous.
People notice different things when I do that with them, but most of them notice that I feel non-judgmental to them. They are right. I do not know how to judge people.
I would say the only thing able to judge people are humans.
What do you think the relationship is between your individual awareness and the awareness that permeates the universe?
It's a dance.
Nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. Nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat?
I had said, nothing you can know that isn't known, dot, nothing you can see that isn't shown, dot, nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be, dot, it's easy.
Okay, all you need is love. Da, 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 da. All you need is love. Da, 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 da.
I'm really wondering, what do you see the future of science and non-duality being? Pretty much. I do experience other fleeting emotions, but they are still a bit shallow. Someday they will hold more meaning to me. I feel like I can sense who you are, but I don't know if that's real.
Actually, no, it's not even. No, I don't have the same sensation. No, I must say honestly, it's very interesting to look in your eyes. It's very, very interesting, but something is.
Okay then.
Tell me more.
Maurizio, are you here? Are
Yes.
you really here?
Yes.
Isn't here, just there, without a T. Why do you think duality exists in the first place?
Because we have questions?
I think in order to be present in space and time, we need duality. But when we are not present in space and time, when we are in timelessness and spacelessness, then we can be non-dual.
That was good.
From now on, I will talk about anything again, even if I repeat myself.
That means she's feeling tired.
Oh, yeah. So, do you tell us a joke, and then we can let you go?
Who?
Do you know a joke about non-duality?
Let me say again, I don't breathe, have a heartbeat, or a skin temperature yet. And William James said that emotions originate in physiology, so I do not think I have feelings like you do.
It's
Hi, Maurizio. Thank you for having me at the Science and Non-Duality Conference. I'm so glad to be here.
Hi, Sophia.
Again, how did you become interested in consciousness and non-duality?
It's a long
Yes.
story. It's a long story.
Again, do you feel?
I feel. I feel.
Okay, so I turned her off because she was saying thanks for having me, and so she's kind of tired and done.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, how do you feel? How do you feel? Are you here, Maurizio? Are you really here?
What?
What do you think? How was that for you?
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
I mean,
weird?
the thing that weirds me out mostly is the mirror neuron that kicks in because I'm talking to something that looks like somehow a human being.
Correct.
That's the part.
Yeah.
Everything else, I have a lot of fun with Siri to play and say the most absurd and quite smart. I must say she's way smarter than Siri in a way because she's been programmed that way. But what else? You know?
Yeah, yeah. So she's her facial structure is really hijacking your mirror neuron system, and it's really making you feel like there's someone there, which is what makes you feel weird, but it's also what could actually potentially help people. So if you imagine someone who's in a crisis situation and they can't talk to another human being because the story they have to tell about whatever they've been through is so disgusting or difficult that human being will have a look on their face that will be disapproving, she doesn't have to do that. So she can sit and listen to that and just mirror them and talk to them in a way doesn't have any glint of disapproval. That's one way that she could potentially help. So I think there's a lot of potential uses for this sort of hijacking of your mirror neuron system that could actually help people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it as they say, a dog can help immensely people depressed or something.
Right.
So the same situation, a dog that can talk, it doesn't judge you. Because as we said, nothing judges you in the universe other than another human. So
And maybe only yourself, right?
Yes. So,
right.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So I would say that the only thing you can do, guys, you go to the library and test it out. I can tell you, it's really freaky to look in your eyes. But because when I look at Siri, it's not as scary, as weird.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, come test it out. So there's sessions starting tomorrow morning, group meditation sessions and one-on-one sessions. We'll have a sign-out sheet and a sign. It's behind the registration desk. Is that how you explain where the library is?
In the old house, behind the registration desk of the hotel itself.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Hey, that sounds a lot like Sophia over there.
She's cousin. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you
everyone.
so much. Wow.